Hello, 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 hello. This is Sambuka, aka Mama Sam, and we are continuing our scapegoating talks. Today, we are talking about how, as a scapegoat, we are self aware. Now, I touched on this on yesterday's message, and we are delving a little deeper into that today. Now, I came onto this, like I said, because my knee gave out. I was knocked on my back. And because I'm a scapegoat, I really looked into why is my knee functioning like this? And I had talked about it a little bit in the introduction, but I'm going to talk about it a little more here. And I can't even explain it to my family members because they just don't get things like this. When I was younger, my pediatrician noticed that I was leaning to one side, and she thought maybe I had scoliosis. So she sent myself, my sister wasn't really leaning, but she sent me to a specialist. And the specialist, I remember exactly where it was, on St. George Avenue, St. George, just near the St. George subway station in Toronto. And he looked at my frame, he measured, he did all kinds of things. And then he says, "Oh, this is the problem right here. Her leg is shorter on this side than that side by almost 2 inches." And he then said, and this was very odd. The only reason my mother was there is because it was a specialist. Other than that, she would not have been there because I actually took my brother to doctor's appointments. As I was laying on my back and recalling all the different things, because I can recall them like photographs, I thought, this is madness that I had to sign out of school, high school, to go pick up my brothers to take them to the doctor. I reflect on these things now, and I just anyhow. So my leg was shorter on one side than the other. And the doctor said you can do one of two things. You can adjust her shoes, or just let her go on the way she is. And her body will lean, but one is going to cost and the other is not going to cost. Now, it'll cost down the road. Well, I'm a scapegoat. So guess which method my mother chose? Because my brothers were her pride and joy. She chose the latter. So my right knee, grew bent, curved in, because I never had support. Now, as I got older, I did get some lifts put into my shoe, and that helped a little bit, but the leg had already, or the muscles, let's just say, had already grown in a bad way. So while I was down, I had the chance to introspect and realize that I need to tighten the muscles in my leg and retrain my body so that I can walk properly, because it's now causing arthritis and all kinds of things. The leg is failing because it's never been strong. So because I was scapegoated back then, my mother's like, no, I have to put the money into my sons. I'm not giving you any money to help you in any way. Because of that, I became self aware. So when people around me are now going, oh, no, 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 just get a knee replacement, I'm just like, no, actually, there are videos on YouTube that can help me strengthen my leg. And I'm going to do that. And actually, I found a video where this one doctor said, if you are limping and this is happening, do this to your leg. And I did an exercise that she said, and for the first time, my body was straight. So maybe my leg isn't even short, it's my muscles are out of alignment. And because I've been scapegoated all my life, that is probably the case. In any case, we have that knack of introspection because of the stuff we've been through. It sharpens our self-awareness, and I know my body now. Like, I know my body very well. So this constant blame forces us to question actions and behavior. And I don't know if other people do this. I know that empaths do, but I think this heavy load that we've been given gives us so many layers, right? So we also know who we are. At least I now know who I am. That's why again, when this person, it was my father, said that you'll be fine after the knee replacement. Mm-hmm. The negative feedback, now it just kind of goes through one ear and out the other, and they look at me and it's like they say the stuff, but they know that it's not going to faze me. I'm resilient now. I've been resilient because I've been targeted for so many years, and I am resilient to their negative things that they say, and it just rolls off my back like water off a duck's back, So they try to trigger you. They will try to trigger you if you're still around them. And unfortunately, I am still around some of my people. But because we have had this thing, our self-awareness is off the charts. We're resilient. We are self-aware. And we protect ourselves. So if you've made it this far, comment, you need permission to enter my space now. You need permission to enter my space now. We protect ourselves like crazy because we have gone through so much. We're in tune with what feels correct. And if you're not coming correct, just go. Just go. So we have built this resilience. We have built this resilience that ain't no one can stop. Ain't no one can stop at all. So let's give you a scripture today. Proverbs 24:16. For a righteous man falls 7 times and rises again, but the wicked shall fall by calamity. Hey, 7 times. I don't know if that's how many times they brought us down, but I know it was a lot. So even though you may have fallen several times, there may have been several humiliation rituals. I now know that's what they were. Your experiences has sharpened your self-awareness, and you are strong and powerful because of that. So people need permission to enter your space now. Right? People need permission to enter your space now. So I'm signing off for this voice note until the next one, which is probably tomorrow. This is Sambuka, aka Mama Sam, reminding you to like, share to some other person that you know has been scapegoated and may need the encouragement, and subscribe, because I am going to 1,000 subscribers now. All right? I am sending you acres of love. Salembe.